that's the button. Hello. Hello. No gloves today. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hello. Can you hear me? Am I being perceived? Ahoy, hoy. You're doing some stuff. Goodness, Nikki hands. Howdy, howdy. Hi, Rich. Hi, Brian. Hi, Clayton. Hi, Epic Space Pro. Hi, Splades. Hi, Checkers. Hello, no, we can't hear you. OBS is on. I think it's a skill issue. Hello. Yeah, okay, here is perceived on surround sound. Oh no. Somebody's heard you. We hear you. Thank you. Hello. Okay. Cute hands. Thank you. Hey yo. Hi, Gazel. Gazel. Anyways, today we're doing a 3-course meal. Technically 4 if you count the charcuterie board. Say hi to the fam. Hi, fam! I can't do gang signs, but just pretend. Just pretend I'm doing like a... Hey, fam! What's up? Hi, German! Welcome! Anyways, we've got, we're doing a charcuterie board for snacks. Is that an engagement ring? No! We're doing a charcuterie board. We're doing a, like a bruschetta? Or bruschetta? No, it's a bruschetta, right? B-U-S-C-H-E-T-T-A? Is that a bruschetta or a bruschetta? I never know. You finally gave up on gloves? I mean, I don't really like cooking with gloves unless I'm doing something spicy. And what was I saying? A bruschetta, I think. And then we're going to do a bruschetta. Oh, bruschetta. Is it French? And then we're gonna do a main course that's going to be a rack of lamb chops. Mashed potatoes that's made out of red potatoes because I like red potatoes more, and asparagus. Look at these long heckin' asparagus. They're huge! Hi, Madamus! Bruschetta night. No. It's spelled bruschetta. You forgot to mention dino nuggies. We're not doing dino nuggies. And then I'm gonna do a balsamic glaze that's gonna go on the bruschetta and the lamb chops, and then we're having a chocolate mini cheesecake. So like in little bits. I sure hope I have a cupcake liners because I didn't check before I started the stream. A mini cheesecake with a strawberry on top, half a strawberry cut up and all that stuff. So you know how like Valentine's Day is kind of got the chocolate covered strawberry vibes. But a lot of people don't like chocolate covered strawberries because as soon as you bite into the strawberry, as soon as you bite into the strawberry, the whole chocolate shell just comes off, and then you just have mushy strawberries and then just like pieces of chocolate in your hands. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a chocolate mini cheesecake with just, you know, a strawberry on top, cut up, and then we're gonna have this kind of drizzled on top. Yeah. Very little savory cooking experience. I can bake though. Baking has a lot. It's a lot of following instructions. Cooking's a lot more feeling with your experience. So yes, I understand. It's a Goom show. Hi there, Penguin. It's the Goom show. The Goom show includes a lot of fighting. Anyways, I'm gonna check. I like the first pronunciation. That's what I said. I'm gonna check the cabinet for cupcake linings first because all good cooking should start with the dessert because the dessert needs to be baked and then chilled, ready for the end of the the party, so to speak, and everything else could be made as it goes. Hold on. I do. I'm not a horrible baker. I have them. I have the cupcake linings. I'm not a loser. Baking is harder for me than cooking ever was. I mean, yeah, cooking is more of a, if you throw things in a pot, you know the basics, it'll turn out fine. Baking, if you throw stuff in a pot, it's not gonna turn out fine. It's just a lot of fighting, much like my youth. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of, what's his face from Ace Attorney? Grossberg. The scent of fresh lemons, just like my youth. Who got that reference? I wish I could cook while I literally just made a Hot Pocket. You don't need to make, I mean, unless you're making a Hot Pocket from scratch, which is actually quite nice. Okay, what are we doing? I do have recipes pulled up, specifically. I've got, Oreos here, because we need to, crush the Oreos to make the cookie base of the mini stuff. Excuse the noise for 2 seconds. That was a lot of noise. Very old. I don't want that many. How many? So just 8 ounces or what is it? The lack of cameras on phones makes scrapping more viable? What's scrapping? We're talking drama and accusational fighting or bare knuckle brawling? What does this look like? What does this look like? My mother cooks by feeling a lot, unfortunately. The feeling is I don't trust recipe books. I don't trust recipe books that much either. What I do personally, I think I've said this before. What I do personally is I would go online, I look through at least 3 recipes online. Like the first 3 popular recipes from like Google search engine. I look through them for the ingredients. If I don't have like half the ingredients, I won't even use them. But if I'm only missing like 2 or 3 ingredients, sure, I'll use them. And then I would cross reference the time, the temperature, the ingredients, and in what order that they put it in. And I would kind of hodgepodge a recipe that will work for my timeline, my whatever I have in my fridge, and basically my situation. And then I cook from there. And of course, it has to be peer reviewed. So I've been like fighting a street. Honestly, to me, it looks like you've never thrown a punch that landed. How did you know? How did you know? I've actually never fought in my life. I've done claw stuff, you know, even though I don't have a lot of nails. I've done claw stuff, but I've never punched someone. Anyways, what are we doing? The oven is currently on preheat, so do that. We've got to put this aside. How many do these things at this one make? 6? They want me to make 6? Okay, we'll make 6. Got 2 more of these. What's cooking the Ling? Hi, Double Red! We're making a dessert first. I should probably change the currently doing. We're making chocolate cheesecake? Like mini cheesecakes? Using a cupcake? What the hell is that? Old gunk. By the way, speaking of the ramen, I gotta put the pot on the boil. Ramen is yummy. Just gotta be careful cross-referencing ingredients. I do what I can. It turns out good. Oh, Guumi, I feel like I just saw you. Nah. Let's open up this Oreos. Oreos. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. You take heck! A meal and uncensored hand and wrist. We're eating real good. If you say so. How are you? I'm doing good. I am. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna change. I'm doing as I always am, completely confused at all times. A little bit of the Oreo in there, you know, just do a little bit of stuff. I remember starting a casserole on something after reading the top of the list, and halfway through the process introduced new ingredients that wasn't in the list and I didn't have. Oh, you just gotta know, like, read through the whole recipe several times, you know, to avoid a whole Friends situation. I've never watched Friends, but I know about the beef dessert trifle or whatever it's called. You misspelled transform. Why is it you can follow the recipe exactly, but it comes out wrong anyway? Temperature and your specific ingredients. It also could be that the volume versus the weight is different. Because specifically for flour, like for, you know, like bread and flours and stuff, it's better to be weigh it versus use cup measurements. How many was that? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we need 9. Holy goodness. Is it not working? It's working! Wait, why isn't it working? No, it's working. Hold on, let me redo it. Why isn't it working? It hates me. That's why. StreamerBot hates me. I will not survive the modern world without spell check. Me too. Why isn't it working? Try it on Twitch again. It says that Twitch is not. It's partially connected. I have no idea what that means. YouTube works, so I'm just gonna eat this. What part of the Oreo do you like better? Do you like the cookie or do you like the filling? How much should a cup weigh? I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, because it's different between all-purpose flour, cake flour, and bread flour, and different types, different companies use different protein percentages for their flour, and therefore that weighs different as well. So a flour that has 10% protein is going to be different than a flour that has 12 to 15% protein, which is really, really high, which is different from cake flour, which has like maybe 5% protein. Oh, I broke it. That also has, I want to say cornstarch in cake flour, but I'm not quite sure. There's another starch inside cake flour that's slightly different. Okay, so it literally isn't working. Okay, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Let me turn it off and back on again. Favorite part is the filling. Hi, Smudgy. I understand. I personally like the cookie better, though, because I like to be bitter. I'm a bitter person. My bot, restart. Oh yeah, make sure to do a little like and subscribe on YouTube and a follow on Twitch if you so inclined. Hi Toby, welcome in. Okay, yeah, now I restarted StreamerBot and now Twitch exclamation point commands should be working. Not an Oreo man, I still have a loads of better baked goods. Yeah, for sure, for sure. If I had more access to different chocolate cookies, then yes, for sure. I would get those, but I was kind of in a hurry and Oreo was the most accessible one. I personally don't buy Oreos. It's like this whole pack. Unless I'm buying those convenience store ones that are like this small with like 4 cookies in it. I can't finish that before it goes stale. Oh, it's working. Yeah, I'm working. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 14, 7? I can't count. I'm a little... I already lost count. I like my coffee like I like my woman. This joke has a few endings. Yeah, I know. You don't store them in the freezer? No? All my soup stuff goes in the freezer. My soup stuff and my frozen grapes. And my frozen bread. I freeze a bunch of stuff, not Oreos. What? I'm black, cold, and bitter, weak with an unwieldy cup size. Oh my gosh. I didn't hear that about that last one. And hating is just the Netherlands. Crazy high quality chocolate and baked goods kind of our thing. Oh yeah. Have I been to the Netherlands? I think I've been to the Netherlands. I don't remember anymore. My parents did that thing where they took me all over the world when I was young. And I have no memory of going anywhere. Is that enough? Let's see. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, one more. Let me one more. Oh my gosh, what kind of highlight is that, Yurkun? And welcome in. Hi, I'm new. Yeah. In uni, I stopped buying cookies because I'd absentmindedly snack on Oreos. Yeah, that's also a reason why I stopped buying Oreos. And Thin Mints. They're just so easy to absent-mindedly eat a bunch of. I'd rather have popcorn, which is more empty calories, but you know, still. Chocolate ain't Dutch. It ain't much. Thin Mints, yeah. Now I gotta break it up. Where's my rolling pin? I never know where my rolling pin is. Oh, there it is. It's gonna be loud. I'm gonna mute for a second because I'm gonna start smashing. hammer time! Hammer time over. You have not lived until you had chocolate with a 75 plus amount of cocoa in it. Super bitter but amazingly tasty. I think I've had 80% or 83%. It's okay. Ooga booga. Ooga booga. I need a bowl. A bowl. A bowling bowl. There's still some big chunks in there that I need to break with my hands. That's why the recipe originally states that you should use a food processor, but I'm too lazy to break out the food processor, and also that means I have to clean the food processor. I'm not about to clean a food processor just for this. No, no, no. It's a very thin bar, so not too expensive. Oh, wow. It's just bitter then. 99% chocolate is just pure bitterness. Oh, yeah. We should talk about what you guys should expect if you're going to make date night dinner. This could also be lunch. Just put smaller portions. You can also do lunch because most of this can be pretty easy. Don't put too much effort, especially if this is like third date. If this is before the third date, don't spend too much effort. You're impress, but don't overwork yourself. Know your worth. Eating like Yanks chocolate was a trip. I mean, if it's just Hershey's, sure. I personally like Mercy, which is a French brand, but still. Ahoy, hi, Gerard! I'm making cheesecake. And now we need some butter. Oh, I forgot to take out the butter. Knowing my worth is what will send her running for the hills. Makes you feel so good, the 60% plus. Oh, 80%. Ah. I don't know about that. I prefer. I'm a milk chocolate person, honestly. How much does it say? 2 tablespoons. Give it a quick cut. And then a quick microwave. Like woman outside of my mother or my friend's wife ever enter my house? I mean, yeah, for sure. This is cooking a date dinner is not a first date behavior, for sure. Did I do that? No, I didn't. Okay. I was about to say, yeah, don't cook a date dinner if it's your first date. You're trying way too hard. And then I paused to see it to just make sure that I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. Cool. I'll be right back. Put this in the microwave. Like it somehow relaxes me and I'd be in a better mood. Interesting. How's it trying too hard? First date should be at a coffee shop in a public space. I know it's mostly a femme thing to think about safety, first date, but masked people should also worry about your safety on the first date. So first date should always be in a public space, getting coffee, so no one is buying anyone else something. It's too much social pressure. Public spaces only. Don't invite a first date to your house. You don't have to be Michelin chef, is what you mean, right? That too. Like, for example, we're doing bruschetta, right? And so that's a baguette that you cut into little pieces and then you put toppings on it. I bought one of these. A take and bake soft French bread. So you could just pop it in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes and it comes out baked. I am not gonna spend time for long fermenting the dough. I'm not going to make a baguette from scratch for a Valentine's Day date. That's heckin' no. I am not spending that effort. Did I can't even get one? Try your best. You'll get it there eventually. Hands high, Bubba! Oh gosh. I think I might have microwaved that a little too long. Fair enough. No more first days to my definitely 100% safe basement in the middle of Aurora era with no internet. I mean, if you're going that route, like a Hansel and Gretel situation where you're the witch, do you, man? Do you, Metimus? Asking for a coffee date isn't on the ick list many times over. In fact, why? Do you not like coffee? And I've been arranged for at least 12 years now and saying it's never gonna happen again. I'm just very sad in my life. That's true. The longer you stay single, the more unlikely you would want to go out of that cycle. It's very freeing to be single, but you know, if you ever want a dual income household and a tax break, you know. So I'm having a birthday and a breathing. So it's having a birthday and breathing. Okay. I may be doing that next Saturday. Wait, what are you doing next Saturday, Squates? Okay. Now my ick list is compiled ick list, compiled by many women. Don't date those women. just don't. I need egg. Hi, Brian. I don't need a dual income already. I own a house. Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. Oh my gosh, I can strangle you. I want a house. I want a house and a yard and a garden to grow herbs and tomatoes and peppers. Backstating right now, and though I really like the girl, I miss being single. Yeah, exactly. Like, dating and potentially long-term commitment to another person is full of compromises. So if you're really stubborn and not willing to compromise for like 90% of your lifestyle, don't. Just have fun. Just have fun in the, you know, general casual hookup space. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? You really do need to learn to compromise. Cooking dinner for my date. Do you have a window? I have Windows 11 on my computer. Okay, what am I doing? Hold on. I'm gonna look at the recipe real quick. Combine, blah blah. Okay, I'm gonna do this. A little rough. The problem is that I need to go outside more. Yeah, true. COVID really messed up most people's perception of normal. I think I watched too many romance anime. Yes. Do not think that life is like a romance anime. It will mess you up. Your perception of like romance and the perception of another person will mess you up. Dang, I'd say get a little plant, yeah. Yeah, I hate renting. I can't do any mods to this place. That's true. I mean, you can do like those easy peel wallpaper if you like. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. I think I made too much. I forgot to have. We're having this recipe. And I forgot to have the Oreo recipe, the Oreo amount. Oopsie daisies. To be fair, I'm in my 40s, so you have time to save up for home. I mean, you also had that time to invest in a home instead of being in the womb. Being not birthed in the 1900s. So yes. I wish I was, you know, investing in property instead of being gestated in my mother's womb in the 1900s. I've taken notes from Rent-A-Girlfriend, JK, I die. If you are into being cucked, yes, take notes from Rent-A-Girlfriend. Better a romance anime than an American romance comedy. I guess. Like those Hallmark movies? They're so unrealistic. I watched, just because it was on TV that one time, I watched a one of those Christmas Hallmark movies where the girl's a girl boss and she goes to the countryside to write a book or something to get inspiration, and then the guy is like super attractive and he's from that small town and she's all girl bossy. He's like, no, I don't have time for romance. I've got to finish my book. And then he's like, no, relax, enjoy the countryside with me. And then she slowly like realizes there's more to life than work. Hallmark movies are so weird. Yeah, it's so bad. And all the drama is so forced, right? Because they're like, oh, the girl's like, no, I can't love you because I need to focus on my book. And I'm like, you can do both. Cup chair becomes. Like, unless you're like married to your work, sure, you don't get a partner. Maybe get a, not even a pet. Now that I think about it, like my mom's boss is like one of those extreme girl boss type people, and she's always traveling, and so she's always leaving her dog behind, and her dog is one of those like expensive high maintenance dogs, and so it's so sad every single time that she's leaving her dog behind at my mom's house because she's off traveling somewhere for like a conference or something. And yeah, if you're too much of a girl boss, don't even get a pet. Just get a fake plant. I hate Hallmark movies. They're all the same, and why is every town a Christmas town? What the heck is even a Christmas town? Okay, I think that's enough for the that. And then I guess I could just eat the rest. I heckin' love Oreo crumbles anyway. Cactus can take the neglect. True. Get a cactus. You shut your mouth. Adam Sandler movies are perfect. Adam Sandler, is that the guy from that like Click movie? The one with the God remote? Is that Adam Sandler? I don't remember. I don't know celebrity names. I need another bowl. This movie is made for lonely women who believe in Disney movies they saw in the youth. That's so sad. Yes? Okay, cool. I remembered something. Cream cheese. I don't want to use a stand mixer. I'll just do it by hand. I have time. If you have a hand mixer or a stand mixer, this is the part to use it. I'm too lazy to bring out the stand mixer because that means more cleaning. I saw the Adam Sandler comedy special on Netflix, I think. Like last year? And it was like mid. It was mid. Explain Jack and Joe? What's Jack and Joe? There's a girl I want to see, but she lives in a different state. But I hate that I want to be honest, because I've only met her twice. Yeah, long distance is a little... Ooh. Long distance is becoming more and more normal in the age of the internet. So I'm not like poo-pooing it. I'm just saying that it's difficult. Like, you have to dedicate. Adam Sandler is an amazing dad. How do you know that, though? Parasocial to A-list celebrities? This is stupid. This cream cheese is stupid. I don't want to clean the stand mixer, so I'm doing it by hand. But literally, this is the stupidest thing. I really should just take out the stand mixer. Oh no, it's spreading. Okay, I'm less sad. As someone who was promptly pushed into the dirt by girls, Emma used to teach me that Disney was lying. Learned real quick. Did I ever think that Disney romance was... I mean, it didn't make any sense, even when I was a child, right? Like, Snow White, for example. A guy just randomly comes up when you're, like, dead and then wakes you up? Doesn't make any sense, right? And Sleeping Beauty, did the guy even know the, Aurora? No, he did. He met her in a forest. And then they sang a song together. Okay, I mean, we all know that singing is synonymous to flirting, right? Gotta put Churi? What, back into it? I don't know what. You're not making any sense again. That is a movie where plays himself and his sister Jo is basically Adam in drag, considered one of his lowest performances. Oh, actually yes, even when she was born, he was a wee lad. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, I'm getting real warm. I hate this. I hate it here. Don't forget, you also gotta be really rich prince. I guess that's true. Just to take a random lady in the woods and provide for her for the rest of your life? You gotta be very stable. You have to at least own a house, if not a castle. Gosh, I want a castle! Sometimes I drive by the rich neighborhoods in the area, and like their houses look legit like a castle. At least the facade has like the fake cobblestone on the outside, and I'm like, gosh, I want that house. But it's probably like $10 bajillion. I'm never gonna live in a castle. Chat, if I put a castle on, like a legit castle on my throne, will you buy it for me? Wearing flannel doesn't help with the heat. It's fake flannel! It's female flannel! Which means that it's like super thin. So the recipe calls for I should put the recipe on here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Copy? Why? Control. What the hell? Copy? There we go. Paste? Why isn't it working? What's happening? What's happening to my copy paste? Hi, Fumi, hello! Cat Invasion, hello! Go struggling to get your lobster that one. Wait, crowdfunded? Yeah. Oh! Hi, Juno Taku, welcome! We're making cheesecake right now. Oh my gosh. Dying. I meant to send that in chat. That's the current one that I'm using. Howdy, Raiders! The recipe calls for sour cream, but I have Greek yogurt. I made this Greek yogurt, by the way. So, yippee. I need you to be normal. This is homemade Greek yogurt. What, you food? I literally... this. Hi, Juggers. So this is a quarter cup of... about a quarter cup. Where's the spoon? I know I had a spoon. Oh, it's dirty. I can't use it. Gosh darn it. You could just do what they do in the olden times, heat something and put it in a sweater pocket. What does that mean? And hi, Sunnyshine. Quarter cup. Is a quarter cup? Yeah, that's about quarter cup. Okay, cool. We're having the recipe, by the way, so I gotta doubly make sure that everything's less, because sure, I could make 12 mini cheesecakes, but we're serving... This is supposed to be serving 2, right? Since this is date night? Reminder, we're making food for 2 people. You want a little bit of leftovers in case your date wants more than 1 cheesecake. But you don't need that many cheesecakes. Seems baking is certainly baking. Well, not yet. I'm just mixing. Delayed cat invasion. Sorry, I stepped away for a few minutes. No worries, Mathematic. And we got a raid on both YouTube and Twitch from separate people. What the what? What the heck? I hope you had fun, Junotaku, in your stream. What did you guys do? Both Fumi and Junotaku, especially if you're still here. What did you do today while I'm struggling to mix this by hand because I was too stubborn to take out my stand mixer? I'm starting to regret it. Who's the second person? Me, myself, and I. Oh wait, that's 3 people, never mind. Yeah. I forgot to send my friend iCloud with to you. No worries. No worries. It is a little bit more because I'm a sweet tooth. Did a collab playing a golf game called Tanya Reborn. Oh, golf game that isn't golf with friends. Interesting, interesting. 1 egu. Yeah, whole stream as well? Yes! Stream is fun. Stream is good. I'm just cooking. That's why we started so early, right? Even though this is supposed to be dinner, you should always start dessert early so that it has time to chill. I am gonna put the rest of this Greek yogurt away. Like how Apothecary Diary Mau used stones, you can also keep towels like spas. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I've only seen one episode still of Apothecary Diaries, so, excuse the ignorance. Ready to just finish cooking up something nice? Also, your hands are pretty. Thank you, Toby. My hands are just hands. Oh, I didn't even do my raid intro. I don't have a raid intro. So, hi. I am a jellyfish and I'm cooking. Yeah. I'll be RB, I'm gonna shower. Okay. Adding the egg helps with the mixing. Still a little lumpy though. Gotta put some elbow grease into it. That's a good thing that I like hands. You like hands or you like hands? And then 3 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate melted and cooled. How do I do that? You heat towels and water and put in a bag and put on body to warm you up. But I don't want to be warmed up. I want to be cooled. Wait, they're hand bros? Like us feet bros? Yes, there's hand fetishes. For sure, for sure. There's a fetish for everything. Hand is actually a relatively common one, I think. Oh boy. There we go, that's good. Sus Shrek.jpg. Okay, I'm gonna melt this in the microwave real quick. These are specifically melting wafers, so they should melt really easily and probably temper itself. I mean, I guess I can't throw stones, but like what? What do you mean, like what? Okay. Yes to both? Oh. Okay. If you say so. Wanna be cool than a vegetable bag in the freezer? Do I still have frozen peas? I don't know. Hi Mariachi, welcome! We're putting some elbow grease into making, cheesecake. Oh, I forgot to take out my thingy. My anti-fatigue mat. Because I'll be standing for like 3 hours. All 3 things shouldn't take more than 3 hours. So, it should be as it is. I'm so good. Yummy cheesecake, yeah. But have you take your lactate? No, not yet. I haven't. Oh, it broke a little at the bottom. But it should be fine to use still. I just like feet memes. Yeah, the memes are fun. Guumi gets donations to put elbow grease into cheesecake sweaty chef stream. Did I get donations? I don't think so. I don't think anyone gave me money just for any of this. Oh yeah, I don't even have water next to me. I need a... Woo! No, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Something just fell over, but it's fine. Thank you for checking in, all the people. Look at all the people. Something along the way. Hee hee. You make the chocolate from scratch? That's what I do. Hi Warm. No, I buy Ghirardelli chocolate. I don't have the churning machine to make chocolate from scratch. How's the cooking going? Hi Gamer. It's going. We just started, really. Even though I started an hour ago because I got distracted by chat and also not using a hand mixer. I mean a stand mixer. I regret it. I regret it every second of my life. Okay. Ugh. Keep getting stuff on me. Chocolate. Vanilla extract. Of course, of course. Every recipe needs a tiny bit of vanilla extract. That's more than a teaspoon. Oopsies. Cute. Oh no, the Transformer Wars has started in Twitch again. Guys, chill. He's strong, okay. Oh. Okay, now... Usually, it doesn't take me this long to make stuff. Usually, it's just stream. Usually makes it so that things take longer. So don't be intimidated by the stream runtime. It's just, I get distracted easily by chat. You can minus maybe half an hour off, cooking runtime from being distracted by chat, you know? I think. She loves us and treats us so good. Shushies! It's not like I care about you or anything, Baka. I'm gonna mute for a second while I bang this against the counter. An extra one because I have like extra batter left and I'm not gonna do anything with it, and I do have extra stuff, so I'm just gonna eat it. This is gonna turn out badly though because I didn't pre-bake it. mess! I made a mess again! Ah! Okay. Oven! Ah! Ah! Absolutely pre-bake your the cookie crust before you put filling on it. I didn't do it. What do you mean badly? Because if you've ever made cheesecake before and you have the graham cracker crust or like the cookie crumble crust with the butter, you're supposed to pre-bake in the oven for like about 5-10 minutes beforehand before taking it out and then put the filling on top. I didn't do that because I was like, it's tiny. It should cook same speed, right? This is gonna turn out badly, I feel. The way you pour the vanilla extract made me cringe. Why? It shouldn't make a difference. I hope not. Let's see, how long does it want me to bake? 20 minutes or until cheesecake sets. Okay. Be confident, thanks. Okay. For this, just like this type of cooking, the date night with the multiple courses, definitely clean up after yourself in between courses. Mostly so you get more to work with. Usually, if you're doing like sides, for example, it's less whatever to clean up between, but because all 3 courses are relatively completely different, you want to completely clean up your workspace before doing something else. Especially dessert. Like, don't cross-contaminate dessert and appetizers and mains. That's weird. I will be cleaning over here. Should I eat the rest of the Oreo crumbles? Yeah, okay. It's a chef treat. I can eat the rest of the Oreos. Don't let it go to waste. Sure. It's good. I'm not gonna say it's not good. It's very good. This is why when I make stuff, I'm not hungry by the end because I'm just eating. Good, now I can wash this bowl. roll up the sleeves because I don't want to get it wet. Wet sleeves is one of the worst feelings in the world that isn't pain. Of the Oreo filling away. I don't have anything to do with Oreo fillings for this meal. If you guys are making this specific dessert, you could probably put it in your coffee next morning. I don't know. You could probably use Oreo fillings to top your pancakes or your waffles. You know, it's just hydrogenated oil. It's like butter, but sweet. What else can you use Oreo filling? Clara, I made donuts. Oh my gosh, you made donuts? Share? Hello? Oh, okay, I'm gonna put this away. I need butter for the other stuff too, but not yet. I think I'll just put this away for now. The recipe, added mashed potatoes, and they got nice texture. Mashed potatoes? For donuts? I mean, a potato flour is a thing, but mashed potatoes? Interesting. I mean, if it works, it works. Gosh, I'm sweaty. I'm already sweaty in the kitchen. Anyways, we gotta make the ganache. A little bit. That's for later, though. We'll do that later. We've got that much. Oh, look! So much skin! Ah! Sorry, what? What? Too much skin. I'm showing too much skin on stream. Heard something blasphemous? What? What did you hear? We'll do the ganache later. Emulated the recipe of Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme does not have mashed potatoes inside donuts. Add some human seasoning to the food. I probably do at all times. I don't wear a hairnet, so the hair probably gets somewhere. Okay, now I do need a at least. Do one of these motions. How much, for the ganache? The old recipe had? Oh, really? Are you in the Discord? Exclamation point Discord if you want to join the Discord. Are you in the Discord, to drop the recipe for Krispy Kreme? I'm interested. I'm interested. Deep fried mashed potatoes, like a less solid fries. No. You can literally make fries out of mashed potatoes. That's a thing. You know, the viral long fry? What you do is you just pipe mashed potatoes, like super long, freeze it, like bread it, and then put it in the deep fryer. As long as it fits in the deep fryer, it's yeah. Thank you for the exclamation point, Discord, Baba. I need this and heavy cream. Is that too much? That might be a little too much for. Maybe that's better. If it's too much, I'll have to eat it, and you know that's such a that's like mendokusai. Next thing we're doing after dessert, because we're gonna do the dessert, let it fridge up or freeze up. I don't remember what this recipe does. Refrigerator. We put it in the refrigerator, and now we're gonna start on the charcuterie board. Charcuterie board. Etiquette when I think my potato, I think of mushy piles. Frying it would be like dehydrated turds. No. You can definitely turn them into fries. It's actually really nice. Spoon. I want a dry spoon because we gotta chat. Remember, if you're dealing with chocolate, you don't want to mix chocolate with water because then the chocolate seizes and it's no bueno. So yeah. And especially if you want smooth chocolate, you really don't want to mix chocolate with water. Hello. Hi, so delicious. Welcome. What are we up to? We're making Valentine's Day date night. I'm teaching chat how to impress a date. Hopefully not a first date. Maybe second or third, up to fifth date. Second to fifth date, I think, is a good time to try to impress a significant other with your cooking skills. But still, do not try too hard, because think about it, chat. If you set the precedence that you will cook for them, and you put too much more than normal effort that you're willing to put into a significant other, they will start expecting that amount of effort. And you want to start by lower expectations and then slowly ramp up to like slightly above comfort, so that normal is like here, and then once in a while for like a special date like Valentine's Day, anniversary, and you know, birthday, whatever, you could push it up to there, but then your normal would be like still here. Yeah, so don't make everything from scratch unless if you want them to expect you to make everything from scratch literally every time. I'm just shoving everything in the crock pot. I mean, that's meal prep, right? That's why dessert, that's why the 3-course date night dinner is different from meal prep dinner sometimes. Because then it's like protein, carb, veg on a plate as opposed to a carb and slop. Start small, yeah, start small, yeah. Yeah, chocolate dissolves better in oil. I learned that the hard way, yeah. Interesting viewpoint. It's about metering expectations, you know? Same thing with parents. If my parents expect me to get straight A's every single report card, then as soon as I get a B, they start raging at me. So if I get like B's and C's normally, and then I get a B plus or an A, then it's time to celebrate going out to eat. Ahaha! How dare you, what? I need this. And here I'm making beef Wellington from scratch with homemade chocolate lava cake and homemade wine. No wonder my GF bills last long. Oh my gosh, it was like okay. Like beef Wellington is something that I'm going to try to learn to make come later this year. And homemade lava cake, I don't know. Like unless you're milling chocolate by yourself, homemade lava cake is something that I can do. I'm definitely not homemaking wine. I don't even drink wine. Gotta make sure that this is more room temperature because this is straight from the fridge. I don't want to shock the chocolate, you know? We want to make sure that that they're basically similar temperatures when it comes to that. All I'm saying, this is a life lesson, by the way, chat, is always temper other people's expectations of you. Is this old still? No, it's fine. It's fine. Guess I should tear down my rose bushes too. What the heck? Oh, but it's fun to make wine? What? I don't even like wine. What do you mean? What? I'm just gonna guess a bit. It was still a little too cold compared to the chocolate. It's okay. Just more mixing. I miss all that because of an ad? No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I heckin' made a mess again. I just cleaned it. Made a mess. Throw it in the... 10 seconds. There we go. That's more smooth. They grow the small roses because they got a better and stronger scent. Oh, I remember the little tiny buds. They always smell really good. Made into rose water and all that stuff. And rose candies. There's specific types of roses that you can make into rose water and rose candy. So wait, do you take your lactate yet? No, I haven't eaten any. You're supposed to take your lactate with your first bite of dairy. And chocolate doesn't count as dairy. It's milk chocolate, but whatever. There we go. There's the ganache. I got chocolate all over my face. I just licked my finger and washed my hand, and somehow there's chocolate all over my face. What happened? Hi, Ikta. Oh my gosh, I'm standing. What do you mean posture? I don't have water though. Hold on, let me go grab water. I'll hydrate. I'll hydrate. Okay, I got water. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thought it was take it before and cream cheese dairy. Yeah. You're supposed to eat lactate pills with your first bite of dairy, like at the same time. And I haven't eaten the cream cheese yet. I like to homemade gifts. Yeah, it's really cute. Hi, Alexander! Hello! Happy early Valentine's. Got Valentine's is so happy Valentine's Day. If it's Valentine's Day, suck it, thanks. Well, that's why I'm teaching you guys, like, a thing to do. Other things you can do, by the way, for dessert, there's, lemon posset or tangerine posset. There is, you can make normal cheesecake, don't have to be chocolate cheesecake. Raspberry swirl cheesecake is very good. You can make raspberry raspberry preserves by yourself, like fresh, like just boil some fresh raspberries with some sugar and stuff, and then you make the cheesecake, and then you do like the little swirl pattern, and you can even make hearts using the raspberry jam. It's so good. I've made raspberry cheesecake before, so good. If you want to be a little lazy, of course, there's the cheesecake. Oh yeah, it's set. You can see, it looks like just normal cake, but it's cheesecake. It's set. So we let it cool. Souffle is good, especially a light chocolate. I am deathly afraid of trying to make souffle because what if it collapses? Whatever happened, it sounds impressive. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you want to be lazy, of course you can just do chocolate-covered strawberries or chocolate-covered cookies, and you like put them in a tray, and it's completely fine. You can also, what you do is you take an Oreo and then you dunk it in the melting chocolate. You could get a mixture of dark milk and white chocolate with some Valentine sprinkles. You take a fork, stick it in, you dunk the Oreo inside melting chocolate, do a little squeezer of white and dark chocolate on top, maybe some sprinkles, and then let it set. And this is also a really nice low effort and good optics kind of dessert or snack for your date or someone you're potentially trying to woo. It can also be friends, of course. All of this could also be for your friends. It's platonically. It doesn't have to be romantic. Because Valentine's for you right now? No. I'm doing this early to give you guys time to you know, come up with your own ideas for potentially Valentine's Day. If I did this on Valentine's Day, of course no one's gonna be able to do it. I'm doing this with the expectation that you guys will actually do this. I'm thinking of making apple cheesecake. Ooh, I've never had an apple cheesecake. That sounds great. You should post it in Discord, because I know you're in there. How long does it take? Did I put it in the fridge before the ganache? Let me see. Do not overcook them. If they start to crack, they're overcooked. I mean, one of them has a tiny crack, but that's fine. Allow them to cool in the oven completely. Yeah, that's fine. We are going to make a charcuterie board. And thank you for the 5 streams. 5 streams, excited. The bar isn't high, but it's still beyond our reach. What does that mean? What do you mean? Unless you don't have a kitchen. If you don't have a kitchen... No, even if you don't have a kitchen, the chocolate-dipped Oreos are fairly easy to do. Like, you just need a microwave, really. Because the melting stuff, just use a microwave, use a fork and a bowl. Very easy. Of course, separate board for charcuterie board. You don't want to use the same board you use to cut things to make a charcuterie board. You're expecting much out of well, of course, you don't need to make stuff for your significant other, but like, I think if people complaining about not getting like a significant other and then go on and say, I don't want to make the effort, I mean, dig your own grave, you know? Got that. I got crackers. Where's my scissors? I always lose my scissors every single time. You guys have this happened to you guys? I literally used the scissors this morning and I'm like, where did I put it? Where is it? Where are my scissors? Did I use it just now? Was I using the scissors just now? Yes, I was. Why can't I get a girlfriend, same guy? Why should I need to put in the effort for real? Exactly! You get me, Worm. I always feel like if you're not going to put in the effort for any amount of effort for something, don't complain. Just don't complain. I also lose the scissors often. I know, right? I even have a hook. I have a hook next to the fridge where I could put it. I never put it back on the hook. What's wrong with me? Oh god, Guumi, I feel the pain of loss. Beggars can't be pickers. Yeah, totally. I need a ramekin. So usually I'm sure you guys know how to do charcuterie boards, but I can walk you through some of it. Like, I have hot honey that's mildly expired, but honey doesn't expire, it's the spices. Hot honey and jam. I don't have jam right now, but usually you put jam. And like a mustard. I have I think specialty mustard. Hey, what are you making? Hi, Aura. Oh, actually, I'm waiting for the mini cheesecakes to cool, but for now, we are putting together a charcuterie board. How do you spell nope. Charcuterie. That sounds good. Looks about right. Board. Yeah. If they have a melting chocolates. What did you say? Wait, I didn't read the front. Then there's me. I somehow put in too much effort, and now that I expect too much of me, and left when I didn't constantly need them. That's why I warn you. Do not put too much effort if you can't uphold it. I don't have anyone who wouldn't be spending time with a GF or a love interest, so I'm gonna be sad clown and eat cheap food, homemade Nesquik chocolate cake, and maybe drizzle melting chocolate on it. No worries. Self-love is still love, okay? Charcuterie. Did I do it right? Oh, I missed T. I missed a T. T. With one R. I feel like two R's look... What the heck? What? Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? What happened? Hello, okay, Twitch back. Oh gosh. YouTube back. Okay, oh my gosh. My whole computer just attempted to turn off. What happened? But yeah, we back. Hi. What happened? What was I doing? What did you do? I don't know. No, seriously, I don't know what I did. What was I trying to do? I already forgot what I was talking about. Acknowledge ya. Well, if you're using Windows 11. Yeah, but that shouldn't close it. Wait, hold on. Let me check my wires. Maybe some spelling charcuterie? That's true. And it didn't say. Did I just click the back button and it thought I was gonna close out? What? Oh, I need to turn on streamer bot again. Humos is loaded, yeah. Fun. Okay, so my live stream stuff is on. Okay, cool. Robot's on. Everything else is okay. Okay. Oh my gosh! I was trying to force a window update. That's heckin' so rude. That's so rude of Windows. I hate it here. Anyways, mustard. I'm gonna leave the charcuterie spelled wrong so that we get engagement if people come in and be like, you spelled charcuterie wrong? So we got some Stonewall. Not a sponsor, but I just got these, so, you know, they're good for stuff. And remember, this is a charcuterie board for 2 people, so you don't want too much. I'm gonna leave this in here. It's, this is spicy honey. I think it's good just to do that. And then I'm going to... Windows 11, I hate it. If only I knew how to use Linux better, I'll be out of that. Ooh. I don't know how to use Linux either. I'm gonna try making that salami rose thingamajig. Can I make it, you think? A salami rose? It is Valentine's Day. I feel like I can. We'll try it. Have you ever seen the viral salami flour thingamajig where you just keep layering meat onto the side of something and then you turn it over and it's a flour? I've never tried making it, so we're all doing this for the first time. I'm too scared to use Linux, honestly. You could always go back to Windows 10 and just refuse to update. That's where I'm at. Ooh, I'm scared of that too. They may don't want to update you. No experience with Linux, but I switched to Linux Mint when 10 supported. What the heck is Mint? Besides, you know, Mint. Is this gonna work? Oh, not bad. Let me just form it a little better. It's an OS? Oh. So we're gonna put this over here, that over there. Look! It's a salami flour. I think Linusman is supposed to be a Windows replacement. Oh. Over here, that goes over there. Very nice. Yeah, it's my first time, and besides, you know, this, it's because they're small. You technically want the salami pieces to be like maybe half an inch bigger for it to fold properly. But yeah, this is pretty cute. Yeah. And then we could do some of this, some rolly bits. I need a, hold on, let me get my, and of course make sure that your hands are clean when you're doing this, because you're manhandling a lot of meat. Keep in mind, again, that this is for 2 people. Don't put too much. And also that this is a snack. You have to keep in mind that since this is a snack, you shouldn't be putting too much on here, because there's more food. Unless you're dating a Big Back, which is okay. If you think you can eat all of this, and a meal, go for it. I want this here, that there, to have like 2 islands, the thing in the middle, and then we kind of do one of these motions. You want cheeses to kind of go around the meats, so let's put something here. I bought this meat set from Costco. It's a antipasto set. Hashtag not a sponsor. But, I think, like, Kroger or something would have a charcuterie set for prosciutto specifically, because they're expensive and you don't usually get a lot of it. I tend to tear it up with my hands and kind of just bunch it up, you know, kind of haphazardly, so that people could, well, not people, a person could do this. Could pick up a little bit, not too much, and eat it. But otherwise, it's like, what, you're gonna pick up this whole sheet and stuff it in your mouth? That's not very nice. I love prosciutto, though. It's one of my favorite meat things. Yes? No? It's so hard to chew, too. Do one of these layer motions. Wash my hands. Okay, cheese. Cheese. See? No see! This variety tray has pepper jack, white Munster, cheddar, and mozzarella. We'll do whatever cheese you want, though. And then this is a herb brie. Usually what I do is I would take the brie wheel, I would put it in the oven for about half an hour so that it gets really creamy, so when you're you could dip the crackers into the brie itself as almost a spread, and that's like really good. But since I'm not actually eating this, I'm gonna put half of this back after the stream. This is just to show you guys like basically how to put together a charcuterie board. I'm not eating all this. Nice brie. Yeah, I love brie. Brie is one of my favorite cheeses ever. Where's the other knife? There's the knife. And one of these. So the fun fact, the rind of the brie, the white stuff, is a cousin of the penicillin mold. So the outside is a mold, but it's very edible. You can eat the outside of brie. The texture is iffy, but definitely still could eat it. But it's not really penicillin mold, but it is related to the penicillin mold. Very fun fact. Need to remember that you may fascinate a woman by giving her a piece of cheese. Yes, you will fascinate me by giving me a piece of cheese. But it has to be a cool piece of cheese. I don't want some government cheddar, okay? No government cheddar for me. Is healthy? I think it's a net normal, net neutral. This net could go somewhere else. And as another thing to remember, since this is a charcuterie for two, right? You want to make sure that everything is even numbered. So, even number of cheeses, even number of meats, about, just in case, you know, you get into that whole debacle where there's one piece left of one thing, and then you do that Asian thing where it's just like, oh, I kind of want it, but like, I don't want to be rude, and the other person's also eyeing this last piece of something, and then, you're like, who's gonna take it? And then you're like, should I take it? No, you should take it. Oh, no, you should take it. No, you should. Just get an even amount of food. Not even government cheddar from the actual secret government cheese vault. No, those are boring cheeses. I like my brie boneless. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna cut these in half. Squares are cuter than rectangles. Remember, chat, squares are cuter than rectangles. Give the last piece to the cat. No. I've never fed my cat cheese, by the way. You want to use the cheese to kind of spread around. Brie's a bit overdone in my head. I like the fox. Some foxglove. I'm a little too poor to afford special cheeses. Don't at me. Anything above like $5.99, I can't afford. Okay, I should put this here. Color matte, color variation. Very good, very nice. I was talking about the meat. Oh, I don't give human meats to my cat either, because it's too salty. If you give a cat too much salty stuff, they kind of get, you know, kidney stones or something, I think. brie, cheddar, parmesan, mozzarella, and American are all overdone. I don't think American cheese is usually on a charcuterie board. You want medium to hard cheeses. Like a Gouda is pretty good. If you don't like Parmesan, you could switch it up for Gruyere. Gruyere is pretty good. You can also do goat cheese, like a spreading cheese. If you don't want to do brie, you could do goat cheese. Goat cheese is pretty good, unless you hate the funk of goat, which is completely valid. I couldn't take too much goat either. It's called making your own cheese. Mozzarella. I could make mozzarella. Some crackers. Chicken crackers, get out of the container. There you go. I am going to mold. I mauled way too easily. And of course you don't have to put like the same thing in the same place. You can also put it in different corners. Put that over here. And then you put some over here. Yeah. Camembert and Gorgonzola is pretty good. I don't think I've had those. And the American is overused in burgers. American cheese is not even real cheese. It's so gross. That's not true. You know that, right? American cheese is real cheese. People outside of America, or even people in America who don't understand the science of American cheese, it is real cheese. It just has emulsifiers in it. It's what else do you think it is? So yeah, this is the basics of a charcuterie board. Of course, you probably want jam and stuff. I don't have jam, but that's the only reason. And fruit. If you want to put raisins, cranberries, or just like fresh grapes, or like berries, like raspberries and strawberries, for Valentine's Day, you can also do that, like put them around here. I'm just not gonna do that. It's cheese product. Kraft is cheese product. You don't want to liken Kraft with American cheese. American cheese is American cheese. Kraft Singles is a more emulsified product with milk solids, which is, again, what cheese is made out of, and cheese, normal cheese. And cheese product is still cheese. What else do you think? It's cheese and milk and emulsifier. That's still cheese. That's what cheese is made out of. Here, have a good look at the charcuterie board. If you want to be extra, if you want to be really extra, you could put sprigs of rosemary and thyme in between. You don't eat those. Those are just for looks. I think the cheesecake is also fairly done. I mean, it's still warm, but it's okay. Understanding the science behind American cheese smells like copium. Hi, Evan chat. And hi, John. Welcome in. That looks so yummy. Thank you. You don't eat those? Oh, what am I not eating? The chat's delayed. I keep making a mess. I really need to do better. The rosemary and thyme? Well, yeah, not on a cheese board. You could take it out and, like, sprinkle it over your, like, lamb or something, but not the cheese board. Those are for decoration. I got some strawberries. Again, remember, no water on the chocolates? No, you're delayed. I mean, yeah, sure. My kitties love a slice of unsalted turkey or ham, though. Yeah, unsalted. But unfortunately, charcuterie stuff is salted. I'm gonna put this away. So much stuff. There's so much stuff! One of these lotions? I almost did the thing again! Ah! I dropped the knife and I almost went to catch it again. Oh my god. I can't handle being alive, chat. Oh, by the way, do you guys want to see the scar? The scar of the last time I tried to catch a knife while, it was falling? Since I don't have it, right there, okay. This whole piece right here, it is sliced this way down. So like this whole piece of skin right here was flapping open and I had to like push it back. But I didn't push it back properly. Yeah. And so this whole side of my finger is numb. It has the tingle, like the forever static, the forever TV static feeling, where you lose feeling in your arm. Yeah, permanent static. Stop, don't catch the knife, yeah. It's fine. I washed it, it's fine now. It's fine. Everything is fine. Battle scar not from fighting, but from cooking. Yeah. When I was younger, when I was doing a lot of baking, when I was younger, I would have bake line. I don't know what they're called, but like around here on both arms, because I bake and I take the thing and then I put it in the oven, right? And the top of the oven would hit the tops of my arms because I lifted my arms too soon instead of like putting it in, put it down, and then withdraw like straight out. I kind of withdrew at a diagonal, so I kind of hit my arms on the top of the oven. And so for the longest time, when I was like 16 to like 18 or like 16 to like 20 or something, I would have scars constantly, like on my arms from baking. That one's a little too big. I'm gonna eat this one. Oh. Gooms is canonically Scar from Lion King confirmed. Okay, if you say so. You shouldn't be allowed to cook house in front of your... I cook 3 times a week. 3 to 4 times a week, okay? I'm in the kitchen constantly, to the point that I have an anti-fatigue mat in the kitchen. For the amount of time I cook, the amount of time that I'm in the kitchen, the accidents, it's only a tiny bit. Proportionally. I just talk about it more. Not the meats. Not the meats. There. Here. That goes in there. Cool, cool, cool. I'm cleaning up. I'm not a danger to myself. And I'm not accident prone. Let's see. Not bad. I'm putting this in the fridge. It's still a little warm to the touch. I can feel it. Okay, next thing is the bruschetta, but it's not really a bruschetta since I'm gonna use avocado instead of cheese. Ugh. Time to cook the bread. We have the quick cook bread, and I only need to cook half of it, or not even half of it, a little bit of it. And at the same time, I'm going to also cut up the cherry tomatoes and what's up with the basil? And the basil for the top. Don't doubt me. I cook way too much. So if you cook only 5 times and you get hurt, well, no, if you cook 10 times and you get hurt once, that's a 10% incident ratio. But if you cook 100 times and you get hurt like 3 times, that's a 3% incident ratio. But in the absolute numbers, I had 3 times the amount of accidents compared to the person who cooked 10 times only. I'm just saying, my incident percentage is very low because I cook thousands of times. Hi, Math Uncle, welcome. I need another tray. Oh, I need to change the currently doing. So you're saying you had 3 really bad accidents for every 100 cooks? No. I don't count my accidents. I have my knife wound. And then I used to have the bake wounds, but I don't do it anymore. I'm actually quite safe now with baking, so that's just 1. 1 in 5 years. And calculate, if I cook 3 to 4 times a week, and I do it constantly for 5 years, that's like 10,000 times cooking. I don't know, I don't do math. And 1 really bad accident. My danger ratio is very low. I drop things a lot though. That's not an accident though. Like I drop things, like it's not dangerous. Been a long time without you, my friend. Hi, yes, welcome back. The only issue for you is reflex of catching knives. Yeah. But I don't drop. I don't do it that often. You know. Half of it again. 400 degrees. 400 degrees for 10 minutes. Cool, cool, cool. Your low accident percentage is very... No, it's low! It's very low! What are you cooking? Let's see. I'm currently doing bruschettas. I hope my computer doesn't decide to turn off. There we go. Though not really a bruschetta. Because I'm using an avocado for the cream, this cream spread. Avocado! Low, yes, I'm very low. My instinct to move my whole body away from something that's falling in case it's sharp. Yeah. I usually, like, normally I do have, like, if a knife falls, like, straight this way, I will, like, back up, like, really, really much. But, like, if the knife is falling, like, for example, if I'm standing here and the knife fell, like, all the way over here and there's no danger of it falling on my foot, my instinct is to catch it. This avocado is softer than... No? This avocado is pretty soft. I'll leave it to that one. I'm gonna put this in there for 10 minutes. Is it at 400? It's at 350. Almost. We wait. But in the meantime, I'm thinking cutting tomatoes. I'm gonna do that thing with the thing. Did I lose a finger but save the knife? I haven't lost a finger! My finger's intact! No, not this one. This one's not sharp enough. By the way, this is the knife. This knife is a knife that did this to me. It was really sharp. Do you sharpen your knives or just get new ones? I hone them. I hone them. Speaking of which. I don't have a good whetstone. I have a little small whetstone, but not a good one. Ta-da! I'm cutting them into quarters because these are grape tomatoes. Usually if they're rounder, I leave them be as halves. But because they're long, I prefer to make them smaller. I have hobbies? Hobbies are good. And for the bruschetta, as well as the lamb chops we're making for the main, I'm gonna do a balsamic reduction, which is, at least the version that I'm doing, is going to balsamic vinegar and honey. So I'm gonna have to get that going real quick after I cut this up. I think that's enough. I'm only gonna make 4 bruschetta slabs things. Remember, this is for two people, so 2 bruschetta thingies per person. I think that would be good enough. 2 or 3, not most. Look at the leftover chocolate. Oh, I should put some over the strawberries. Hold on. So darling, not waste the chocolate. Okay. I was learning to make knives, but then tariffs happened and my job closed down. It's more expensive now to learn glasswork and metalwork now. Really? Oh. I need to put this away too. Oven. 10 minutes. Nope. That's 9 minutes. Apparently, I don't know what I don't know what 10 means. What the heck is a number 10 look like? There it is. There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, the vinaigrette. Don't vinaigrette. That's spaghetti. Balsamic. This is my smallest pot, by the way. Though technically, you should probably do it in an even smaller pot. I think the ratio for balsamic vinegar reduction is every quarter cup is with 1 tablespoon of honey. So this is half a cup of balsamic vinaigrette. I will use 2 tablespoons of honey. Where's my honey? There's my honey. It's behind the screen. Other appetizer choices you might want for your date, if they particularly don't like tomatoes, you could do stuffed mushrooms. But if your date does not like mushrooms, you can also do jalapeno poppers. You can also do like bacon wrapped tater tots. You can do all sorts of stuff. You could do bacon wrapped chicken bites, if they are omnivores. Very nice. Oh, that was 2. I think that was also 2, or 2. 1 extra squeezer. And this goes on the stove. I don't have the second camera set up today because the only thing that we're doing on the stove is the balsamic vinaigrette reduction and the mashed potatoes. And I've already shown you mashed potatoes before at the all-day Friends Thanksgiving / Friendsgiving thing. So, yeah. You guys know how to make mashed potatoes. Oh, and of course, salad. Salad as an appetizer is always an option. I just don't make salads. Also, instead of tomato basil and avocado. Of course, you can replace the avocado with fresh mozzarella or what's the word? What is this? What is burrata? There we go. Burrata. I have burrata. I bought burrata and then the avocado was on sale, so I bought avocado. Because there's a cream or whatever inside burrata, so it's easy to spread. So, the baguette coin, burrata or avocado, the tomato with the basil, and it's really synonymous with antipesto. But you don't have to do that. You can also do like a tuna salad on top of the baguette coins. If you want to be a bit more American. I love basil though. Basil is one of my favorite things. And for those who don't know, an easy way to cut your herbs is to put them all in a thing. You roll them up. And then you cut like this. And so you can chiffonade them really easily. I hate the French. And then you do this on this side to make them even smaller. What's the English word for chiffonade? There's so many cooking words that are just French. I don't like it. Where did I put the... Where did I put my spoon? I never know where I put my spoon. Fork is fine. Fork is fine. Oh, and the best. Hi, Ruka! Welcome, welcome! Salt. How are you doing today? I'm teaching chat how to cook, even though most of them already know how to cook or don't want to cook. It's fine. Most people who watch cooking content don't actually plan to make the food, and that's fine. That's completely fine. Has to cook for us. We lazy. No, you gotta learn to cook. Cooking is a basic skill. It's a non-gendered basic skill. If you don't know how to cook, how are you going to survive? Yeah, hope you have fun time cooking. Thank you. Random. I'm stirring the balsamic glaze behind me once in a while so it doesn't burn, but otherwise this is pretty whatever. And of course, as I said earlier in the stream, you don't just put enough effort that just put a bit more effort than you're usually willing to put. So if you don't want to make a multi-course meal, you don't have to. I would still try to at least do more than one side for food. Like Like maybe like a salad on the side and then the main course. And of course it's a carb protein kind of thing. It's just good enough now. I've gotten avocado hand before, by the way. You know when you try to get the avocado seed out by like stabbing the knife into it? I've missed and cut into my hand before. It's not that bad. You may make it look pretty too. Yeah, sometimes. You don't have to. It's nice. I personally like it pretty because I'm a foodie and I like to have my food Instagrammable. That's just me though. Ouchies. I'm fine. Not a big deal. I think it'll go for a little longer. Maybe a little bit more. Oof! What was this again? Oh, the baguette. The baguette. I mean, it's fine. And now we have to worry about the lamb. Oh my gosh, I didn't have that put up. Where's that lamb recipe? Lamb. Oh, I have it on my phone. Gosh darn it. And my phone is used as a camera. No, not this one. Add another cooking mix so you don't even need to hit the pit all too hard. Yeah, exactly! I never had to hit it too hard, and for some reason, it still happens. I think it's 425 or 450. Yeah, that's... Yeah, okay. I don't need a recipe for lamb rack. I remember the numbers. I think you can hit the back of the avocado and see it drops. Really? I don't think that ever happens. I was blessed with an Italian family. On one side, a Mexican. On the other, every meal we make is like 3 minutes. Minimum 3 courses. Also, I have 5 courses I'm setting up for next weekend. Ooh, that sounds so cool. Lovely. Salt. Granted, when I got the avocado hand, I was using a pocket knife that I take to work, and I've never sharpened that knife, so it's really, really dull. Like, it can't even break through skin without stabbing it. So yeah, lesson for you all. It's not good to have a dull knife with you. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, hot. Ooh, hot. Move. No, that one's dry. I don't want to use the end piece. Doll is dangerous. Don't ask me how I know. Well, I know. I know doll is dangerous. The end piece was a little dry because I baked it like that, so I'm gonna do one of these. By the way, while I'm doing this, the night before, or the morning of, if you're, for example, going out on a date and then coming back to your place for dinner, I would do the herb crusting on the lamb the morning right before you leave, or if you're just coming back and that's the date, like the destination is your home for the date, do the herb crusting of the lamb the night before, because that's what I did. I did it this morning, right when I woke up. So we get an over-engineered knife that's sharp during use and dull while not? What does that mean? I think that's magic. Ugh, the fork is not helpful. I'm going to use my hands. My hands are clean, trust. Gosh, trying to stay. There we go. Wash your hands, wash your hands. One more time. Dry it off. And if you want to get real fancy, you could crack some fresh black pepper on top. If it's open. Oh, there we go. Some fresh black pepper. And I've got Malden flaky salt. Because I'm a foodie. Every foodie must have flaky salt. Look at the flakes. I love them. Love the flakes. Yeah. They don't add a lot of like saltiness, but it adds a good texture. It's so good. It's great to top steaks with this too, by the way. I'm gonna put some on the lamb later. What brand do you use? Malden! The original, proprietary. Because Malden flaky salt is the only one with the pyramid prism flakes. Yeah. What is that? Flaky salt. Let me see if I could find one that's a prism real quick. So flaky salt is a type of finishing salt. It's mostly for texture at the end, to give it yourself a burst of flavor. There, I think that's it. Yeah. Well, it's a little flat, but you can see this is a prismatic piece of salt. It's like flat, and then there's like a almost a spiral kosher salt. I mean, it is kosher, but it is flaky, basically. Obama prison. But yeah, this is great for finishing off your food, make it extra fancy. But yeah, here's the bruschetta. I think I'll have a bite just to see if they're good. Oh. Yeah, I mean, tomato, basil, avocado. Who can complain? Oh. And then I'm just gonna eat the rest because I like the ingredients. Oh, there's still some in here. I need to put this. Wash hands again! Okay. Lamb. As I said, I put in the crust early. So all we have to do is put it in the oven. I believe it's 30 to 40 minutes. Wash your hands again! But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna handy dandy instant read thermometer into the middle because you want the lamb to be about 140. You don't want the probe to touch the bone, but you want it to go as deep as possible. So right now it's at 71. We want it at 140. I'll take it out at 135. It's going in the oven at 425 or 450. And so it shouldn't be too long. There's carryover cooking, that's why. Put it in the oven. Turn it up and go. Okay. And so that's the main course. The main course is a lamb rack. You cut it up. It's cute. It looks like a heart when you splay it open. Very nice. Very aesthetic. Oh yeah, I forgot about the balsamic glaze for the bruschetta. Hold on. I almost forgot the whole point. Well, not the whole point, but yeah. Yeah! Very nice. Like that. I'm not eating it again though. Yeah. I've been stealing the charcuterie board meats every time I go over there. Okay. The side. With the lamb, we're doing a mashed potato and we're doing asparagus. That should be relatively quickly, so let's start with it. I'm doing a red potato mash because I personally like red potato more than russets. I mean, who doesn't, right? Who doesn't like red potatoes? Did you know that I like cookies? Hi, Yurkun, yes. And hi, Aruka on Twitch. I read. I don't like much potato, now baked potato is different. I mean, do what you must. When it comes to carbs, it's very simple. Chef, do what you want. Rice, white rice, brown rice, purple rice, mixed grain rice, no problem. You could do also cilantro lime rice. Bread, you could do any type of bread. Dinner rolls, dark molasses, brown bread, you can do flatbreads, you can do whatever you want. Potatoes, very versatile. You could do baked potato, you could do roasted potato, you could do smashed potatoes, you could do mashed potatoes, which is what we're doing the easy way. You can do, you know, all sorts of potatoes, you know, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, the carb part of your dinner should be very easy. Unless you are going with someone doing keto or low carb diet, stick with like cauliflower. Sushi rice on a normal plate is a little weird, but hold on, let me wash these real quick. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to discuss as a thing is, oh, I need a thing on boil for the water, huh? I'm gonna forget what I'm gonna talk about by the time I start talking about it. Put some salt in the water. You want to salt the water when you boil potatoes for mash? Just like pasta? Okay, so what are we okay, yeah. What I'm making this type of food is, as I say, second date to fifth date material. Once you, yeah, taters good too. Once you're more comfortable with your significant others, like if you're steady now, if you are even moved in together, if you're married and you're doing a Valentine's Day cooking for them, what you can do is, instead of separate courses, what you can do is a build your own type of course. So for hand rolls, you could get 2 types of fish: tuna, salmon, yellowtail, whatever. You could put together spicy mayo, you could put together teriyaki sauce, whatever. And you do, of course, a sushi rice. And what you can do is to make your own hand roll night. Same as taco night, where you lay out like 2 or 3 types of meat and like a couple of toppings and sauces, and then you heat up the tortilla fresh, and then you put stuff in, and then you like sit together, and then you eat like that. I think that is more messy, but because you are expected to be more familiar with your significant other by that point, you should be fine. Like, I think that's more intimate to kind of do a DIY type of dinner or lunch together. You can also do like a sandwich making thing. You can do like a wrap, like a shawarma making party. I just did my Wagyu steak, lobster, and some truffles. See, that's like, that is still like 5th date material. It's less cozy and more show-offy. By the time that you guys are steady with your partner or married with your partner, I think it would be more spontaneous if you are doing DIY lunches and dinners, I think. Because it's cute, you know? Spice it up a little bit. But yes, I do like Wagyu steak and lobster. I don't do truffles because I can't use it all. Like, one thing of truffles like $200, and you can't use it all for like a dinner for 2. It's a waste. And then like the aroma goes away, and it's like, I make my own salad. Yeah, but still, that's not, you can't use a whole truffle for one salad. And then we wait to put that in the water. Where's the asparagus? Oh, also, if you're dating a partner who does not want skin in their mashed potatoes, of course take the skin off. I personally prefer the skin on, especially a red potato mashed potato, because 99% of the nutrients in a potato is on the skin. If you take all the skin off, that's not nutrients gone. You're a professional? I am not a professional. I'm just a home cook. I didn't start taking home cookery seriously until like COVID lockdown. So before COVID, all I made was like Chinese stir fry, fried rice, curry, you know, like leftover noodle soup. It's like ramen, but more whatever. So yeah, I was just a regular home cook that just made stuff to get by. Oh yeah, and pasta. You can also make pasta for this date night, but I don't need to show you how to make pasta. Everyone knows how to make pasta. Now if I'm by myself, I do rice, Kewpie, mayo, and Spam. That's still good. I would put a vegetable in there, but that's still good. I don't show me how to make pasta? No. I'm gonna figure that out. Pasta directions unclear. House is currently underwater. Oh my gosh. Just follow the direction on the box. What's so hard about that? Yeah. Stovetop directions. There's also a special dish direction. This is good and gather pasta. This is Target. I'm gonna die. I choked on a piece of black pepper. I thought you were talking about homemade pasta. Oh no, I'm not homemade pasta. That stuff. As you probably missed it, Yurkun, in the beginning, I said don't do what you can't maintain. I'm back. What's the red thingies? Red potatoes! They're red potatoes. Oh yeah, I need to do the... main... asparagus... You think I could read with how I spell and type? Reading is easier than writing. I stand by that. I have never made... Ew, this one's all fibrous. Gross. I've never made homemade pasta, but I've seen a lot of videos. So, like, the egg pasta and stuff, so... It shouldn't be too hard. We'll do a pasta making stream one of these days. Like, making, pasta from scratch. You'll learn with me. Together. I have a pasta roller attachment to my KitchenAid. So, we can do that. It's pretty simple. That's what I'm saying. It looks simple. It's just flour, well, crack open an egg, do the little thing, and then knead. That's it. Okay. I would put a little bit more. This per person? Yeah, actually, this will be enough for 2 people. Oh, the water's boiling. Put the potatoes in. What the heck is this? The water splashed on my fingies. I'm fine. And now that cooks. I'm gonna... Actually, that's kind of gross. I'm gonna get a new one. Double check your vegetables, because they could be gross. Obviously, professional chef. I'm not a professional chef. Hi, Ree. I can't read the rest of your thing. Your username. Of course, Valentine's Day is in February, which is still winter. Winter vegetables is basically the same vegetables as Christmas. So, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, carrots, which is year-round, cauliflower, broccoli, all sorts of that kind of stuff. So, you have your pick of even, butternut squash, like even the stuff that you eat for Thanksgiving and Christmas, if you want to use those as vegetable sides, very easy to pick, seasonal vegetables for your date. And if your date does not eat vegetables, I personally would not date them. I do not date babies. That's gross. Add another accent to the counter. I didn't do anything! The little water splash doesn't matter. Let's see. Of course, if your date is pescatarian, you could replace the lamb with fish. A very nice fillet of salmon, or black cod, or swordfish. Or you could do seared shrimp on a skewer. You can do grilled octopus. You can do mackerel, like baked mackerel. Baked mackerel is with lemon and Mediterranean seasoning, very good. Hi Tuki! So long no see, finally able to watch your stream, no worries! Yeah, how are you? We're making dishes. Oh, I forgot I need to move. I'm giving options for other things. Our main protein is lamb, but of course you can do, if your date doesn't like lamb, because I understand it's a little funky. Not the ones here in America, I don't think, but some places lamb, or like they only have goat, could be quite funky. You could replace it with beef, you could replace it with chicken, you could replace it with any kind of meat main dish. If you want to impress someone, though, I wouldn't go with chicken. That's just me. Always big meats. If you're dating a vegetarian, there's falafels, there's lentils, there's tofu, fried tofu specifically. Fried tofu has got a good texture from the like soft inside and crispy outside and holds sauce very well. You can make a really nice buffalo sauce. You can make a nice teriyaki sauce and top it with sesame and scallions. Very nice. What else? You can make beans for a date, but if you're planning to, you know, seal the night, maybe don't serve beans for dinner. That's just just a tip from Guumi 101. If you're going to try for a happy ending at the end of your dinner date, don't serve your date beans. Goat is the best meat in my opinion. I do like goat. I like goat and lamb, yeah. I'm gonna stir the potatoes. The lamb is already at 120 degrees and it's done at 140. Hi, Flash! There's also a lot of things that you need to worry about. But Guumi, what if someone likes that? Then go for it. What I'm here to do is give you options. And garlic too, yeah. Just don't put too much garlic. I haven't used that much garlic, you noticed. I didn't put any garlic in the bruschetta. And the charcuterie board doesn't really have garlic. It has some mustard and stuff. No, the internet, there's probably some people that are into that. That's true. If you're into that, go ahead and serve them beans. But Bean, let me know if I can tolerate her fart in the future. If you say so. Some goat is the goat of meat, but I'd still say it's beef. Yeah, whichever. I like all meats, in my opinion. What else? Of course, if your preferred date is lactose intolerant and you're worried about that, always have Lactaid. Let me bring you a Lactaid. If your date is lactose intolerant, serve these with the charcuterie board. Like, this is the charcuterie board we made earlier, right? Just do one of these motions. Put it on the side. Your date will really appreciate how considerate you are by having one, the Lactaid, and two, Tums. At the end of the night, Tums. I'm passing pills with the cheese. What a party. Thanks for subscribing, Xavier. You're welcome. Oh yeah, remember to like and subscribe and follow on Twitch. If they're lactose intolerant, remember, it's a skill issue. It is, but you have to handle it. I personally only date for long term, so, if I'm not willing to, cater to their dietary needs in this state, I would not cater to their dietary needs forever. So, in my personal, qualifications, and my personal, limits, I will have to take care of them dietarily. So if you're only doing things casually, you don't have to cater to them. But then again, if their tummy hurts at the end of the dinner, you won't be able to smash. I'm just saying. Hi to you, Miss Guumi Jellyfish. So how goes your night so far? We're cooking. It's going great. It's really hot in the kitchen though. The lamb is almost done, by the way. The lamb's at 132. Using lactate as a garnish is a great touch. Yeah! Guumi, can I hire you to be my personal chef? No, because I don't have the energy. I'm actually very low energy. That's why I only cook 3 to 4 times a week instead of every day. I cook big batches so I can meter it out for lunch and dinner for the rest of the week, taking it to work and then eating it and all that stuff. Waifu powers over 9,000. I am going to start searing. You can do asparagus in... What? You can do asparagus in the oven, of course. I've shown you how to do that in the Thanksgiving stream. But you can also do this in a cast iron. Just searing it. It's very easy. Let me get the lamb out real quick. Oh boy, I'll show you guys, look! It's hella good! It's hella yummy looking, let's go! Oh, it's hot! Whew. I only eat 3 times a week as well. What? Are you okay here? I want elk now. Oh my gosh, elk? I've only had elk like once from like this burger joint somewhere. I don't remember. They're closed now. Already ate dinner, but that doesn't make me hungry. I'm so sorry. And of course, we had it on 135, and it'll carry over cooking for about 5 to 10 degrees. The rack is kind of small, so probably just 5 degrees. We'll see. Now we do this. Where is my cast iron? Excuse the noise for a second. Cast iron. Oh, thanks for googly. Oh man, we're almost done. By the way, so we've already did dessert, and the dessert's already pretty much cooled in the fridge. The appetizer's done, the snack is done, so the charcuterie board and the bruschetta is done. The main is almost done. I'm gonna double check the potatoes in about a second, and then we just sear this real quick with olive oil, salt, pepper. You don't have to do anything else with it, honestly, because there's going to be the, again, remember we did the balsamic reduction? And that's going to also go over the potatoes and the lamb chops. So very good. A thing to consider. The pairing between dessert and main. You always have to remember if something is, like, if a meal is really fatty, you want acid to cut through the fat. So, if you're doing, say, like a ribeye with gravy, mashed potatoes, and like something hearty, like a carrot, those are all very fatty and rich foods, so you would probably want to cap the night with a more refreshing dessert, something that's more acidic, something that's less heavy. If you, in my case, because we have the balsamic reduction, and we're going to have like a fresher, like a asparagus, and it's definitely not as heavy, that's why I paired it with a more rich chocolate cheesecake dessert. You do not want to overdo on you and your partner's fullness meter. Yes, lemon bar is a great refreshing dessert. Yeah, I say that because some people doing that. What is it? Something I don't understand is people who let their dogs and cats take bites of their food and then continue to eat it, or use a fork to feed them then continue to use it. It's gross. I personally don't do that. I've seen them do. I do find it a little weird, but you know, don't yuck people's yum, I guess. And they always say dogs' mouths are cleaner than people. I'm gonna check. I need a fork. I'm gonna check the potatoes. Oh, potatoes are good. Potatoes are good. I'm gonna drain the potatoes and I'm gonna do the mash. My earbuds are running out of batteries. I have to switch. Hold on. Do a quick mushy mush. But dogs also clean their, you know, yeah. I also bite my cat's paws, and they'll be litter paws. So I can't talk. I put my cat in my mouth. I don't even feed my cat. The same thing. I literally just put my cat in my mouth. Okay, we're throwing this in. Where's my pepper? So strong and amusing. What? Ew, it was eating my Parmesan cheese earlier. Oh my god. Whatever. Turn it down. Yeah. It looks like the carryover cooking from the lamb took it to 141, which is fine. On-screen celebration. What? What happened here, Kun? I give my kitties a little bit of unsalted deli meat when I'm putting together a sandwich, but I never give them something off my plate. I never give my cat any food off my plate. No, no, no. So, it got eaten. Oh. Salt, pepper, milk cream. Guumi, by the way, just so you know, this meal is deductible. Yes, I know. For next year. Usually I use milk and then butter, but you know, it's for a date. You gotta get extra decadent. So cream it is. asparagus is also mostly done business expense. Yeah, I definitely would not buy lamb at this time of year without a sale. And yeah, this lamb was not on sale. Yeah, everyone loves a creamy mash, yeah. And then more butter. Did I leave the butter out? No, I think I put the butter back in. Cream and butter. If you're a little bit more dedicated, you can also do that like cheesy potato, mashed potato. The fire is off on the asparagus, so the last little bit on the cast iron will char it a little bit more. But have you guys seen the viral stretchy mashed potato, which is basically just like half mozzarella cheese? And it stretches like cheese, but they call it a mashed potato because there's mashed potato, but it's mostly cheese. Streamer life hack, do cooking streams every day for tax deductible groceries. I think at that point the IRS will to get it out for you. They will catch up on your schemes. So what's your Thanksgiving dinner? Well, no, not that one. That one I was going to do it anyways. I just took you guys along. So I can't claim to the IRS that I wouldn't have done that if I didn't stream it. That's the difference. It's if you were going to do it anyways, and I was gonna do it anyways. I love you do the skins for the mash. Yeah, for red potatoes, I love skin on mash. Even gold, Yukon gold potatoes, I like the skin on mash. I love to pair that with a wonderful Georgian country wine. Yeah, that's a thing. That's the thing. It was made on stream to show the cooking. I don't know. I don't know if that would. I didn't save the receipts either. Please catch my drift. No drift. Remember, we're not serving beans. Another thing is, instead of the balsamic reduction, you could do a red wine sauce for the lamb. You made it show chat how to cook. Yeah, exactly. If you do a red wine reduction for any red meats, like pork, beef, lamb, you could pair the thing with a red wine. If you're doing a fish or a seafood, I would go white wine reduction for the sauce, and then of course a white wine pairing. I personally don't like wine, so therefore I do not do that. But that's just me. But yo, Guumi Shu, my day's watching and she works with IRS. No. I got a lot of online chefs just dump cheese in their food to make it taste good. I mean, I do like cheese. Don't get me wrong. Chef, anything that falls out of the pot is a chef snack. How long have you been cooking in your life? I've cooked 15 years? And then I really got serious on learning new cooking techniques and trying new things during COVID, which was 2020. So 6 years more? So yeah. Cheese shouldn't be a substitute for flavor. Yeah, but the umami! Cheese has umami! Okay. Everything's good? Yeah, okay. We're plating now. Of course, we have to remember that this is a cooking for two. So we're plating for two. Definitely, you shouldn't use cheese as a crutch, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, I forgot. I need to do the stupid thing. For plating purposes. Heckin'. You guys ever wonder why restaurants do this with their sauce? Cause I don't know why. Old Goomer. Lord Penguin, shut up! 21 years? What year you first? No, I didn't say 21. I said 15? Maybe 14, 15? I don't know, man. I don't even know how old I am. Gumi, your sauce is dripping. I am going to die. Okay. Don't do that. I need to put this away too. That's unsightly. And then we gotta carve this up. Alone. I think it's to make it look good and to more control the flavor of the dish and absorb the dressing and sauce into the food. Huh. Really? I didn't know. Appearance and so the sauce doesn't soak to the component of the dish. Oh, really? For the presentation? I see. I don't even know how old I am. She's just like me. It's let the consumer use the sauce as they want and to not force them. Oh! That's good. That's good to know. You want to see the inside of it? Of the meat? Heckin' perfection! Pink, edge to edge. I'm so edging. So nice, yeah! Oh, good. Look! It's a heart! Mario, you make me have to buy breakfast right now. Hope to see you soon. Okay! So heavenly, yeah. This is also why I wanted to make lamb, because it looks like a heart. I need more sauce on this, because that's not enough sauce. I'm gonna put the sauce under the lamb? Is that a little over? There we go. Have a little pool of sauce under the potatoes, so you could use it for lamb or the potatoes. Yeah, yeah. Where's the lamb sauce? It's right here, chef! Really? Then I'm gonna wash my hands. Do one of the chefy things. You know? Where you wipe the edges. Oops. Yeah. Again, the heart, the heart. And don't forget the dessert. We got the dessert ready. I need a fork. We've got a cheesecake. This is a chocolate strawberry cheesecake. Looks delicious. Thank you, 2-ton bagel. 2-ton bagel? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of bagel. But welcome. I don't have any cute dishes left. I have a Gudetama one, so we put the here. I'm here now. My first thought is the conversation. Oh, this is good. Where is your find a recipe? Oh, from a jellyfish. Hi, the cool dragon. Yes. I don't have the recipe for the lamb because I remember the time off the top of my head, and the crust is just, you know, rosemary, garlic, salt, pepper, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah. Cute, lovely little dessert with a little footy foot. And for those who didn't see before, we also made a charcuterie board. It's a little bigger than for 2, but this is like 2 and some change. This is when you get this ready beforehand. Well, first you make the dessert and you put it in the fridge. That's the timeline is you make the dessert, put it in the fridge. Right before your date comes to your house, you make the charcuterie board and you do a little snacking. You talk a little bit as you're preparing for some other stuff. And then for appetizers, you make a bruschetta. So it's a baguette with avocado and tomatoes and herbs, mostly basil. That's the thing. And this is the main. And then for dessert, it'll be ready by then. Very cute. Lamb sauce Joe detected, yeah? And everything should be easy. Everything is mostly, like, don't feel intimidated because it took me until like 5 o'clock to do it. It's like 2 to 5, 3 hours. But I was distracted by chat. If you did this on your own and you're talking to your significant other who is at your home, because obviously you're doing this at your home, so you're more comfortable with the kitchen, dessert should be done before they even arrive. Charcuterie should be done before they arrive. Bruschetta should be easy. Everything else is oven, stove, done. Everything is really quick, and then you enjoy, and then you could smash later. Tonight we feast to get the fine china. Yeah, this is the best of my china. This is the only fine china I have. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy dinner. And hopefully guys you learned something. Yeah. And throughout this whole thing I did give you some options in what you could replace the carb for, what you could replace the veg for, what you can replace the meat or the to substitute non-meats for, different things that you can substitute for dessert. If you're not much of a sweets guy, you can also just have fruit. There's like multiple apple slices, you can do oranges, tangerines, those are in season right now. Yeah. And of course snacks, you can do whatever you want. Good timing, I've been watching a lot of Gordon Ramsay rage videos lately. We're actually ending. I hope Gordon Ramsay likes my cooking. I don't know. I'm just a home cook, I'm not a chef. Jelly nom nom nom, yeah. You deserve it, you did amazing, thanks for sharing the experience, yeah. And you can kind of get in my head on how I plan stuff like this. So, yeah. I usually do not cook like this. You guys know, for the people who have been here for most of the time, you guys know that I usually cook for meal prep. So big pastas, stews, curries, big things of fried rice. and I could portion them into little bits. I don't usually cook like main sides. I don't cook like this. This is purely for impressing someone and for a date. Did I turn off the oven? Yes, I did turn off the oven. Cool. We're gonna go raid someone now. If you guys woo your partner with a dish or 2 or 3, please tag me in your socials. I'm only on X and Instagram, and or Discord. Join the Discord, exclamation point Discord. Thank you for checking in, Conway. And let me know. Just let me know somehow that you did a thing. Don't forget to smash the like, smash the subscribe on the YouTube, and on Twitch, follow. Next stream on Wednesday. I haven't decided what we're doing. Probably some art. Have a good feast. See you next time. Thank you. Let's find raid. Shadow Legends. Just kidding. Conway, can you type in Guumi raid? I don't think anyone is cooking, so it's not like I can match their freak. Oh wait, Acti is doing a xiaolong bao recipe. Let's do that. I don't know if Acti has a Twitch. Doesn't look like she is on Twitch. Twitch, let's see. We could go to Sensei Tsulina. I think this is the first time I've raided her, but I've known her for a while. We'll do that. Yes, thank you for the Goomiest raid. Hype the cook, yes. Thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you for the people who are members / subscribed over on Twitch. I will see you next week.